This is Paulina. She is 8 years old and in the 3rd grade. Paulina has been assigned a 504 accommodation because she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she started kindergarten. She gets fatigued during assignments, but she loves to read books and takes much interest in technology and dolphins. Type 1 diabetes kills insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas, which makes it hard for the body to break down glucose and simple sugars. With the right management and support from parents, children with diabetes won't have to go on worrying about other complications later in life, such as nerve damage, skin conditions, and osteoporosis. If blood sugar levels aren't stabilized, other problems may occur. Some are short-term and others are long-term. In Paulina's case study, this summer between kindergarten and 1st grade, she started to use an insulin pump to regulate her blood sugar levels. Sandy is a trained diabetic alert dog who warns Paulina when her blood sugar levels are low.
1 in every 400 to 600 children under the age of 18 are affected by type 1 diabetes. Paulina just so happens to be that one special child. It makes her unique, but that doesn't define who she really is. She doesn't let this disease keep her from what she likes to do. While there is no exact cause for type 1 diabetes, genetics and environmental aspects are contributing factors in this process. There is a possibility that someone in her family has a history of having type 1 diabetes. There is also the cause of where she lives. There are many symptoms that are shown when one has type 1 diabetes. Those include increased thirst and frequent urination, extreme hunger, weight loss, fatigue, irritability, or behavior changes. The individual may have fruity-smelling breath, blurred vision, and/or yeast infections. Paulina has an insulin pump with her at all times to get her the insulin she needs throughout the day. If someone with type 1 diabetes doesn't care for their disease in a timely manner, there are certain life complications that may occur. Some of those include heart and blood vessel disease, nerve damage, and kidney damage. Other complications are eye damage, skin conditions, and osteoporosis. Luckily, Paulina has Sandy, her diabetic dog, to help notify her when she's running low on blood sugar. Paulina is highly unlikely to have these complications as long as she keeps up her daily routine. Parents play a great role in making sure that their children have the proper accommodations. Although I am not too sure what Paulina's parents' concerns are, I know they are aware because they had her diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she entered kindergarten at the age 4 or 5. Parents with children who have a disease or chronic illness are stressed. They should be finding a way to help relieve the stress so the stress doesn't fall upon the child. When the child is stressed, it is harder for them to take responsibility in actually taking care of themselves. The child would feel lost and not know what to do because their parent did all the work for them. Also, parents with a child who has chronic illness tend to feel guilt and are anxious, leading to emotional distress, causing them to be overprotective. These parents have a hard time with separation from their child. Parents perceive their children differently, especially when it comes to their health and protecting them from what others think. The child should get the tools they need to be successful rather than the parent doing all the work. What would happen in the long run if the parents weren't there to help them with their special need? Parents with poor health literacy may struggle to carry out recommendations made by medical personnel for management of their child's care. Even though the parent wants to defend their child, there are limits. They should be asking themselves if they are helping or hurting their child by not giving them the right needs. Many parents are too stubborn to face the fact that their child needs help. Management of children with type 1 diabetes starts with the proper management that comes from the parent. If the parent doesn't know how to manage the child's health, how will the child know? When the parent is confident that the child knows what they are doing, the child will thrive. With the increasing number of children having medically complex conditions, it has created opportunities and expectations for schools. For parents, there are other people to talk to help their child succeed in their academics. Parents just need to ask questions. Like they say, no question is a dumb question. There are consistent factors in maintaining metabolic control: sociodemographic characteristics of race or ethnicity, family income, and family composition. Being knowledgeable about type 1 diabetes is crucial when taking care of a child with this disease. Proper snacks and exercise are essential for children with type 1 diabetes. Paulina is accommodated with a 504 plan that allows her to take mental breaks and snack breaks. In her plan, she may also bring Sandy with her to school and have additional time to complete assignments and tests. Children with diabetes often need to take blood tests or insulin injections and have regular checkups. Families with low income and single parent households are a couple factors that children don't get the proper help. There are some families that just can't keep up with the payments of treatments or proper equipment that is needed for the child. Although there is no known way to prevent type 1 diabetes, there are many ways parents and teachers can help children succeed in school and life. As a future teacher, knowing the signs, knowing how to help the child, and communicating with the parents will help me during the year. Helping your child maintain good blood sugar control, teaching them the importance of eating healthy and participating in regular physical activity, scheduling visits with the child's doctor, and yearly eye exams beginning no more than 5 years after the initial diabetes diagnosis will help your child in the long run.